everyone, and welcome to the Laythrom channel. In our videos, we cover filming tips, tricks, and techniques, equipment and product reviews, and many other things that will help you in the world of filmmaking and photography. Check out our videos and don't forget to subscribe.
What's up, everybody? Matt from Laythrom here, coming at ya. Hope you're enjoying these little videos. If so, be sure to return. Earlier today, I kind of made a video that was kind of going over a little bit of, information behind screenwriting. This video is specifically oriented towards the program Celtx, or Celtx, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And in this video, I'm basically just going to give you a nice little overview of what you could do in there and where everything's kind of at, so on and so forth. So as you can see here, I kind of have a little bit more information. This is actually something that I brought out of Adobe Story, which is something that I generally use while I'm at work, but while I'm at home, I usually use Celtx. Or Celtx, whatever. But anywho, I imported it in, formatted it the way I wanted, well, the way it should be. I actually put forth a lot more information, and I'll kind of go over a lot of that now. Now you have your basic layout. You can, your files, edits, views, scripts. If you want to try and import or export, it's under script. You can also do adapt to, like if you're changing from a screenplay to a stage play or to AV script, so, what so have you. You can fill out some format options here. I generally show page numbers, and I also show scene numbers. As you can see, I actually had that brought in with Adobe Story. This is not typically something that you'll see in a lot of script, like actual scripts. I do it so I can keep track of things. So, yeah, it's not so much something that you'll see, in film school, or, if you're checking anything out from an actual, a script that was made by an actual screenwriter or what have you. I personally do it to keep myself in check. Now you have, you can add, if you wanted to add more information to it, you have scripts, novels, sketchboards, storyboards rather, sketches, catalogs, production schedules, bookmarks, calendar files, characters, scene details, so on and so forth. You can add that to your existing project, and I just did not want to do that, so I'll just delete it and come back to my screenplay. And I'll go through and delete that out of here. And I'll delete a sketch too, because I don't think I have anything in the sketch. But anyhow, you have your basic layout. You have tabs up here, which is, something that you're working on in the background that is in your project. Okay? You can open up your different files, and you'll have a nice little list of your last saved. You can save your project's prints, go into the toolbox, which you have to get Celtx tools, which means you have to pay, and you can also do the services to the cloud. Any hooser. You can add folders and everything, add items to your project in your project library. Underneath your project library, you have your scenes, which is where your scene heading comes into play. It's very important. Now, I'm going to drag this a little bit. There we go. That's not so bad. But I have my scene numbers. I have a little bit of a description for my scene, which is not typically what you would see. I also have whether it's interior, exterior, the time of day that it is, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, moments later, unknown time, what have you. Like I said, I kind of keep that, this information here, which is kind of like a scene title, I keep that in there for my own personal use as well. Now, you have your little drop down that you can change back and forth between, whatever you're going to be utilizing. So, as you can see, this one is scene heading, this is action, this is a shot, and I do not believe, we have a, I still can't not, parenthetial, yeah, whatever the hell, when you're using parentheses, I don't have any characters or dialogue yet for this little script here. But next to, your information for your script, you have an undo and a redo button. You have your bold, italic, underline, uppercase, lowercase. You have the ability to cut, copy, and paste. You also have dual dialogue, spell check, find, lock, and then your actual magnification. I usually just leave it to 100%, but that's up to you. You can also add notes and information to said scene. So for this case, I'm working under the bring her in scene, which is scene number 1. I can actually go through and add notes. If I have something that I specifically want to see, or if I don't want to see and I do not want to add it in the actual script itself, I can add notes, and as you see, after I hit the add note, I have a little like post-it looking note in this box, and it also throws a post-it up here under that scene header. I generally don't use those very often unless I'm editing. If I'm editing, that's a different story. You also have the ability to add media in. So if you're doing, we'll say for the sake of argument, you're doing scouting photography at the same time you're kind of doing your writing, which there's nothing wrong with that. You can also add that in. Throw little JPEGs in there, whatnot, to try and help explain the information to other people, kind of like a storyboard, but a little bit cheaper and easier, especially if you can't draw. I'm one of them. You can also add some of the breakdown information, which you see all this information on the right hand side. I'm actually going to go over that a little bit more, but you know what, let's see here. We'll go over to the master catalog, and I can explain a little bit more of what that comes into play, or what, how that's affected, I guess you'd say. Now, here's a nice little area to try and get all your ducks in a row. You can go through and you can add a lot of this information, such as who your actors are, if you need an animal handler, if you need animals, what camera you're using, if you have any CGI work, your characters, which those are going to be important, crew, extras, greenery, hair, music, props, weapons, vehicles, stunts, and all that other good jazz. So, for the sake of argument, I need a vehicle for this one, so I'm just going to say entrance vehicle, and I'm going to go hit OK, and you'll see under the category it says vehicles, the name entrance vehicle. Now I could do more information with this, so if I'm calling out a specific vehicle, which we'll say that I'm going to be renting a 2015 Ford Fusion for that day, for that specific filming, on which I'm not. Either way, I'm just using it as an example. I'll add the tag Fusion in there. You can add a screenshot of a Ford Fusion. You can also add your comments. This information here under details, it'll show whenever that information is being used throughout the script. So let's see if I can get a good little bit of information here, or a good little bit of whatever. So we're going to say that we have a character. No, character. Dadnabbit. Not dialogue. Character. And Sam. Now, as you can see, whenever I did that, it kind of gave me a preemptive bit of information. That's because I have Sam as the character in the master catalog. So, we'll do that, and we'll do some dialogue. Blah, blah, blah. So, whenever you go back to your master catalog, if you actually look down into the screenplay information for Sam, since I just added him to scene 3, which is the white room interior moments later, it actually populates that information in the in scenes. Okay? It'll do the same thing for the scenes used in for the vehicles. If I go back here and say, let's see here. We'll just say the entrance vehicle. Oh, dadnabbit. You know what? I'm just going to keep that as action. And it didn't do it. Oh, that's right. I'm getting programs confused. Basically, go through, highlight the information where it says entrance vehicle, come down to vehicles, in the breakdown information, you'll have the ability to do add or remove. And it's not letting me remove that one, but you go ahead and click add. You'll see where it says entrance vehicle. As long as it's marked the same, now you have an entrance vehicle scenes used in. So, yeah, that one's not supposed to be there. So we'll remove that. Okay, you can also fill out more information, so this is kind of helping you do some of your character backgrounds. We'll say Samuel L. Knox. If you have, I'll just do that. You could kind of see where this is tying together. We'll say Josh White. No, Josh Lane. Okay, so we have an actual actor. I can go down to Sam now and actually pick an actor that I wish to tag or link to the character of Sam. Hopefully you're understanding, how some of this information is linking together. You could fill out the age, if there's any distinguishing features, their hair, height, weight, eyes, your goals, what is the character's plan to achieve goals, the background. If you have a headshot, you can also add this in. If you have a drawing of what you want your character to look like, you can add that into the media as well. You can give them a schedule ID to help keep track of scheduling. There's a lot of different information that you can add into the catalog. Same with, like the actors. You can put in their start and end date availability, their contact information, their actual physical description, and wardrobe sizes. This allows you to do many different things, all in a short amount of time. It's very handy. I suggest you look into it. I mean, you can go through and add, remove. You can export the catalog as, either a text file or a CSV. Trust me, there's a lot of different things that, can kind of make you go through the hiccups or the yips, or, that could jam you up when you're out on location trying to actually film. This actually really helps you kind of eliminate that. Just like I have the ability to search as well. So if you have that ability, my suggestion is to make sure you dot all your I's, cross all your T's, put all this information into something like Celtx or Final Draft, into Adobe Story, what have you. Put it on a laptop and take it out on location when you're filming. So not only do you have the paper copies of the script, but you have all the information that can be used for, casting, scouting, etc., etc. Go through, play with it. If you have any, I can't talk. Go through it, play with it. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to drop them in the comment box below. I will get you an answer, even if I don't know it off the top of my head, or one of the other guys don't know it. We will find you an answer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please, by all means, subscribe. I hope you guys are starting to, kind of catch on to this whole behind the scenes thing, some of the information that we're putting out. Hopefully it benefits you. But for now, I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you guys next time.